Yo, what's going on? It's Son of Chaos, and welcome to another Scamfish Catfish commentary. Okay, so today, now, I want to be clear, apparently this episode was made about a month ago, so I might do some ones that are made about a month ago. Well, how can I put this in a way? Well, since this is December, it's most likely going to be, yep, apparently these videos are going to be out by, apparently this video is going to be 2 months old now, within a month, in January that is. So, anyway, let's get down to it.
He sent me an engagement ring. They're both engraved with James and Joyce.
This woman sent over $2.7 million to her internet husband.
Tended to be chunks of $500,000.
What?
Joyce blew through her retirement for James, and over $1 million of it was sent right here in California.
$1 million? Seriously? $1 million? Are you kidding me, dude? Like, how? How can you, like, how do you do that? $1 million husband, $1 million to a husband that you don't even know. Here we go again, another woman falling for these scams.
I would also send money to Min, which turned out to be the CEO of this Forbesco.
We traveled to her because she's down the street, an hour away.
So we're here in Irvine, California.
Join us on another episode of Scamfish. We'll go door to door and track down exactly where all of this money was sent.
She's pissed and she's upset.
Doesn't matter, it's $1 dude. Like,
She's not stupid. If she received it, we'll keep it, okay? But we didn't.
The cobwebs on the shoes did.
Oh, she is going to be, this one, I have a gut feeling this one's going to be a doozy. I'm not gonna lie.
David, no one's been here for a bit. You were told to receive the money. What's going on here?
it's one of the biggest cases we've ever seen, and we don't even know if this is the end of it.
We always do it. You ain't gonna get away from social catfish.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
All right, Drew, we have another case.
Nice.
Someone reached out to our search specialist team and wanted us to perform this online investigation because they saw a bunch of red flags. So typically we don't take stories this way, but I think this is a great case for our team because she lost $2.5 million.
$2.5 million? Dude, are you kidding me? Who does that? Seriously, like, who does that? This makes no sense. How can you have so much money and give it away to her so-called husband that she doesn't even know?
$2.5 million, Brienne. Where do we even begin with this case? We gotta go above.
I have this gut feeling. Oh, and try not to knock over the mic, but how? Like, just how does these women keep falling for these scams, dude? It's so tiresome. Like, how? How do you do that? Like, it makes no sense. Like, what? $5.2 million? Seriously? Hold on. How much was it? How much did she send?
Investigation because they saw a bunch of red flags. So typically we don't take stories this way, but I think this is a great case for our team because she lost $2.5 million.
2.5. Okay, never mind. It wasn't 5.2. It was 2.5 millions of dollars. Dude, who the hell does that? Who? Like who? That makes no sense. How the fuck do you have 2.5 millions of dollars and end up giving it to someone who they claim to be your so-called husband? That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
$2.5 million, Brienne. Where do we even begin with this case? We gotta go above and beyond because we haven't seen somebody lose this kind of money. We gotta approach this completely different.
Agreed. I think the first thing we do is we travel to her because she's down the street, an hour away, and get all of the details of this story. How did she end up losing this much money? Where did she send it? How did she send it?
I'm sure it's going to be a huge case with a lot to research. I think that's the best idea is for you and Connor to maybe get on the road. She's not too far from us.
No.
And let's meet her in person and try to gather everything that we can, right?
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna connect with Connor and have him get on the road.
Like, dude, how? How the hell does a grown woman give away $2.5 million who claims to be their husband when it's literally a scammer who is manipulating her? How? How?
Road with me.
Sounds good.
All right.
All there was left to do was to hit the road. The next day, Brienne picked up Junior and Connor, and the team headed over to Joyce's house.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how's it going?
How are you?
Good.
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So we're on our way to see Joyce today. Yeah. Originally, Joyce had signed up for our search specialist package because she wanted to do an online investigation.
Okay.
But we found out that she had lost $2.5 million.
Holy sh**.
As long as I've been a part of Social Catfish,
How
this is
the
biggest
fuck do you do
financial
that?
loss case we've ever worked on. She lost 2.5 in all sorts of ways, wire transfer, cryptocurrency. So we don't know anything about this person, how she met them, and why they had asked for this much money. So today we're gonna go and sit down with Joyce and just get some, you know, like a background story about her.
Dude, just how? How in God's name you have so much of that money, $2.5 million, and give it to somebody else? Like, dude.
Her and, you know, this person, so we can gain a little bit more clarity as to how she got into this situation in the first place.
Is it still going on right now?
She's still talking to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And as far as I know, he is still
She's talking to a scammer. That's what that is.
asking for money.
Still? After $2.5 million?
Yep, he still needs a little bit.
At that point, if somebody was asking me like 2.5, now if I was rich, if somebody were to ask me, now if I was like super rich, I can almost guarantee you, if somebody were to ask me like $2.5 million, no, goodbye. You're obviously a scammer just trying to get every nickel and dime out of my account. Thank you. No. Like, you're just, at this point, you're just trying to scam somebody. Like, dude, screw that.
More.
That's bizarre.
Definitely an unusual story.
Bizarre is not the word I would search for.
We've never heard anything like this before, so I'm eager to see what's really going on here. And I have this feeling when we sit down with her, she's probably going to share a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
How about not give this dude or whoever she's talking to no money? Let's not, like, how about, here's an idea. How about we not give this person any more money?
see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah, excited to meet Joyce.
Yeah.
We made our way through Downey and finally got to Joyce's house.
All right, Joyce, here we come.
Brienne and Connor met up with Joyce and introduced themselves.
Hi, Joyce.
She invited us in, and we set up cameras so the team could sit down and get the full context of Joyce's story.
It's like, how?
We don't necessarily meet our guests in person for a pre-interview, but because of the amount of money that you have sent this person, $2.5 million is a lot. And so, yeah, it's a big case. And so for us and our research team, we want to just
$2.5 million is a big deal.
gain more clarity about the financial aspect of this person and your story.
Okay.
Why don't you start from the top, you know, tell us what Joyce likes to do and a little bit about Joyce.
Okay, well, Joyce was married for 42 years and was very happy. Animal lover, as you can tell. I have 15 cats and the one dog in the house, and then I have 4 cats out back that share with the raccoons. Those are all my ones that have passed. We started cremating, and this is their footprints. Every one of them get a footprint, you know, when you cremate them. So I had like Simon, he was a three-legged one. But he got along fine. People didn't even know he had 3 legs. I'd have workers in here, and you know, the cats are running around, and then all of a sudden somebody would go, hey, that cat's missing a leg.
Oh my
Because you
goodness.
couldn't even tell he had a leg. You know?
Yeah, wow.
And my husband passed away about 4 years ago. And
What? Oh my god, that is so fucking sad. Okay, now I kind of feel bad. I do. That actually fucking sucks. I feel bad for this woman. I do. That actually freaking sucks. Okay, I just... losing a partner fucking hurts, dude. It does. I can imagine somebody that I know actually losing somebody at the age that she's in. Just, I don't know. It fucking hurts me. It really does.
I was doing fine, but I went up to my niece's house at Thanksgiving. I looked around and everybody was a couple but me. And I was like, I'm lonely.
When did you meet?
Okay, looking at the excuse me. Looking at this whole situation as of right now, I can kind of see why she kind of did what she did. But at the same time, $2.5 million, dude. Like, come on now. Like, are you lonely that bad? Girl, are you lonely that bad?
Dawn.
Let's see, about 1975.
Wow.
So we dated for 5 years and then...
Oh, wow, 1975? That's a long time, dude. Like, wow, dude. They would have to be, from what I can tell from this picture, they would have had to been, like, what, almost 30 years old when that, no. I want to say, maybe, I don't know, dude look almost like he's like 25 at the most. 25 or 30 years old, somewhere along in there.
You know, we moved in here and he was like, well, you know, if we're going to do this, we might as well get married before the end of the year. So my anniversary was like the 27th of December. Married the accountant.
Wow.
So he could get the tax deduction.
Yeah.
When Joyce's husband Don passed away, she lost her best friend. She took some time to grieve, but eventually the loneliness began to set in.
He had Alzheimer's. It was a difficult last 5 years. He was 11 years older than I am. And I did that on purpose because his family had a really...
Yeah, I want to say he looked like he's in his 30s. Somewhere to the variation. Or maybe 40? Who knows? You know what? I'm just going to go on a limb and say that in this picture, he's in his 30s. I want to say.
long lifespan, and mine had a short one. And I said, okay, if I marry this older guy, we're going to die together. It didn't work out.
Wow.
He died a long time before I did, but it ran in his family. And so he started losing his mind. He'd be sitting over in that chair and he'd look over at me and he goes, I want to go home. He says, hate to tell you, you are home. He says, who are you? He says, I know you're taking care of me. Are you my carekeeper? I says, no, dear, I'm your wife. So it was really sad.
Sounds like it was harder to take care of Dawn throughout the Alzheimer's than it was the passing.
Oh yeah, the passing actually went pretty fast, really, because he was only in hospice maybe for about 2 weeks. To me, it was a relief because I didn't have to see him struggling so much and having such a hard time.
Damn, dude.
So what got you into online dating?
I was feeling very lonely and I thought, well, gee, maybe I could find somebody that I could share my life with and recapture some of the wonderful moments I had with my husband.
Well, tell us this guy's name.
James Pedro is what he came up with.
Is he your type?
Oh yeah, because he was.
Oh, boy.
He was 69 at the time, and I was 75 at the time, which I figured wasn't too bad. He was telling me, of course, how beautiful I am, and how this and that, and how everything about
I think we got a pretty good idea how that's gonna go.
me is what he's looking for in a woman, and so we had been talking for about 2 or 3 months, I guess, and we had built up a nice rapport. You know, we had a good relationship going. He would email me and tell me all about his family, and I would email him back and tell him all about my family, and so we really got to know each other, and, you know, a bond formed. He was supposedly born in South America, and he lived on a farm with his parents, and I knew their names, I knew their ages. We would pray together. You know, he would sing me a song, "Let me sing for you now," you know, and then in between all this, he's telling me how much he loves me, how much he misses me and wants to be with me and everything.
And how long into the relationship did he start saying I love you?
I would say probably like a month into it, yeah. Because between the emails, you know, we got really close really fast. He tells me all the time he cannot live without me. You are my whole life. You are my miracle. You are this. I cannot live my life without you. And even now that I don't have any money to give to him, he still tells me that. He was just so perfect. You know, he is just such a sweetheart.
Did he send you any pictures of himself,
Oh,
videos?
yeah, tons of pictures. Oh, these were the latest ones he sent me of him on the oil rig.
An oiled rig? Seriously? Come on.
So he did have a phone, right, with the camera on it if he's taking pictures on the oil rig.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those were supposedly when he first got there. You know, they were allowed to.
He's a handsome man.
He is. And my stepson, my sweet, adorable stepson, he's like, I know he's a scammer because otherwise he'd be off with some slinky young chick. And I said, thanks so much. You know, I'm a nice person.
Okay, I have to rewind that shit again.
You know, and then
I had to rewind that shit again because, dude, that's funny.
in between all this, he's telling me how much he loves me, how much he misses me and wants to be with me and everything.
And how long into the relationship did he start saying I love you?
I would say probably like a month into it, yeah. Because between the emails, you know, we got really close really fast. He tells me all the time he cannot live without me. You are my whole life. You are my miracle. You are this. I cannot live my life without you. And even now that I don't have any money to give to him, he still tells me that. He was just so perfect. You know, he's just such a sweetheart.
Did he send you any pictures of himself,
Oh,
videos?
yeah, tons of pictures. Oh, these were the latest ones he sent me of him on the oil rig.
So he did have a phone, right, with the camera on it if he's taking pictures on the oil rig.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those were supposedly when he first got there. You know, they were allowed to.
He's a handsome man.
He is. And my stepson, my sweet, adorable stepson, he's like, I know he's a scammer because otherwise he'd be off with some slinky young chick. And I said, thanks. You know, I'm a nice person. I have a good personality. It doesn't always have to be looks. Maybe he doesn't like slinky young women.
Slinky young
Joyce,
women.
when was the first time that James asked you for money?
He was only supposed to be there 30 days. So he had this new project coming up that he was going to be going to this oil rig right over here in Santa Barbara. It wasn't going to be far away. Then at the end of the 30 days, he says that he has to pay the insurance on the rig because he is responsible for the rig after he leaves it. And of course that was $8 million. But he had money of his own. And all he needed from me, I think, was $500,000 at
$500,000 if he's already got money. Come on, girl.
that time.
That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
Good chunk of change. Finally talked me into that, and I sent it to him. And B of A threw me out. They were like, no, you're being scammed, and if you continue to do this, we can't deal with you. And I had been with that bank for 45 years. That broke my heart. So I went over to Chase, and then from then on, we did cashier's checks and stuff like that. We didn't try any more wire transfers, and we always kept the money low enough so that, it wouldn't alert the bank. But Chase threw me out too. So then I went over to BMO, and I opened an account there, and I kept the one at Citibank. And so that worked.
My apologies. I have a bad cough. My apologies if y'all heard that in the background. It's just that, this cough is just driving me crazy. My apologies.
Worked out perfect, because what I did is I would take it out of my BMO investment account, put it into the checking account at BMO, transfer it over to Citibank, and they got the cashier's check out of Citibank, so they never got me because it was two different banks. So they never caught on to me, and we were able to, get the money.
Whose idea was this? Was this James?
Oh, yeah. He knew exactly how to do this and get it going and everything. Oh, yeah. And I mean, he gave me bank account numbers, and I would deposit it in his company's bank accounts.
Yeah, talk about that. So what was his business account?
They had a couple. They had Forbesco, they had KCAT. I would also send money to Mint.
Hold up, let me take a look at that website.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up, let me take a look at that
exactly
website.
How to do this and get it going and everything. Oh, yeah. And I mean, he gave me bank account numbers, and I would deposit it in his company's bank accounts.
Yeah, talk about that. So what was his business account?
They had a couple. They had Forbesco, they had...
Let's see here. Forbesco, International Global Finances Specialist. Let's see. Home, about us, mission statement, blockchain, financial suit, extended service division. Honestly, I think this whole website is a scam, honestly. I think it is.
KCAT. I would also send money to...
Yeah, if y'all excuse me, I'm going to get some more water. Excuse me.
Mint, which turned out to be the CEO of this Forbesco. I mean, it was a legitimate company and everything, so I figured, well, I guess this is okay. I don't know. So I believed him.
What were the average amounts that you would send him?
It tended to be chunks of $500,000, but we would send it in 2 or 3 different checks, because when I deposited it in his Chase accounts and stuff, we tried to keep it under 100,000, because if it was under 100,000, they wouldn't hold it. But if it was over 100,000, they would hold it for 10 days. And in between, I was sending him like the $5,000 through Bitcoin every couple of weeks, because he had to pay for his reports.
So in total, how much money did you end up sending to him?
I sent him, according to what Catfish calculated, I sent him $250,000 through Bitcoin, and I sent him the $2.5 million with checks.
At what point, when you were sending him money, did you say, or did you think, this is a lot of money and you're seeing it?
He always told me that if we just get through, pay this, then I can come home, baby, and I'm going to pay you back everything I owe you. We just have to do this one thing. And then we do that one thing, and they would come up with something else. So by the time it got to the 5th time, I'm like, James, they are never going to let you go. They are always going to come up with something else. This is stupid. I had to take a mortgage out on my house. I have a $400,000 mortgage on my house because of him. And he worked on me for about 4 months on that one. And I finally gave in, and I did it because he was going to come home and he was going to pay the mortgage off. And every month, I'm making the mortgage payment again. Where the hell are you? And I mean, now the latest thing is he's trying to get $24,000 off me right now, because that's to pay the captain to bring him to the shore.
Would you mind sharing, and as much as you feel comfortable with, how you have this much money in reserves?
My husband, was an accountant. He put the maximum into the IRAs. Every year of his life made me put in the maximum into our IRAs. Matter of fact, the financial guy at B of A, he says, your husband, he says, was really, really good. He says, I would not change any of the investments he made. He has done such a good job in your account.
After learning more about Joyce's story, Brianne and Connor went through all of the evidence and documents, but we found out there was even more transactions than she initially told us about.
Tax letter, okay.
Yeah.
And you received this in the mail?
No, he sent me a picture of it. That's the apartment building where I sent the iPhone to.
Rwanda, South Africa?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
There was some kind of crazy thing I couldn't send.
Wait, South Africa? Excuse me. South Africa? Huh.
And 3 items. So I couldn't send the earbuds and the phone. I could only send the phone or something.
You should return these.
Nah, too late now. Yeah, I send him all these gift cards to use his phones.
And you kept them in an organized file there.
Here's the receipt on that.
Was it always $100, the gift card?
I had to get $100.
Of course, I think we got a pretty good idea where... I mean, I'm pretty sure we all got a good idea where this scammer is at. And I can almost guarantee you, I'm calling it right now. The scammer is at Lagos, Nigeria. I can almost guarantee you that.
Well, gift cards, but sometimes he would ask me to get 300 or 500.
Yeah, iPhone 15 Pro. Did any Apple employees?
I would also like to note that a lot of scammers will like to sit there and ask you for gift cards. You know? And, you know, that's interesting because... No, actually... I actually take it back. Because, believe it or not, some scammers will actually ask you either 2 things. Either gift cards or try to get you to like pay for, or try to get you to like to a certain website or certain thing like crypto or blockchain or that kind of stuff.
Does ever ask you why you're buying something? Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah. Wait. I had to sign that I knew that I could not hold them responsible, but turned out to be a scam and stuff.
So in total, you spent $2,100 on this receipt.
Yeah.
Wow.
He sent me an engagement ring, and he sent me this thing, and it always kicked me.
In an engagement ring? Come on. Like, come on, you can't be serious. This is ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, yeah. See, and it always came in somebody else's name.
Delivered to Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Colin?
I asked him that, and he said it was just some name they had to use to mail it out.
Can we leave it open like right? Oh.
Oh, plus they're engraved. They're both engraved with James and Joyce. It's very tiny.
Well, as far as James is concerned, I think we have everything we need here. You know, if you think of anything else, just text it to me.
Okay.
And the next time that me and you meet, hopefully we have some answers for you.
Geez, that would be so great. That would be wonderful. Yeah.
If you like this,
She's such a sweet woman, but at the same time, it's just... I mean, okay. I'll be real. I'll be real with y'all. Like 50-50, I can kind of see where she is coming from and why she did the things that she did. But at the same time, like, you know, you don't have to, a relationship doesn't always have to be about money. You know? And you know, if this dude actually exists, she probably would have gotten what she wanted. But, like I said, 9 times out of 10, this is probably a scammer emotionally manipulating her and trying to benefit their bottom line. And who I'm talking about their bottom line is the scammer's bottom line at the end of the day.
this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish Online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
We left Joyce's house with a ton of information. We needed to put an end to her sending money to this James profile ASAP. The research team immediately got to work to find answers on this profile to get her to see the truth and nip this all in the bud. The team stayed late and hopped on a call with Joyce to show her everything we had found.
Hi Joyce, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Working away, focused on your case. And I know we just met the other day, but I just actually wanted to spend this time to recap everything that we found so far. I do want to reveal to you that the real person, the real man in the photos, his name is Chico Salgado. So this person
Yep, Instagram.
that you're talking to, this profile, has just stolen the images from Chico, right? So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, well, that's nice to know. At least that, I know what he looks like, at least.
Yeah.
Although, like you said, it's just stolen images. Who knows what the real person looks like?
Exactly. That's why we want to keep pursuing your investigation, because we want to see if we can find out who's behind this.
Right,
And
right.
we did perform the IP tracker link with your assistance, and we can confirm for sure, without a doubt, that this person is located in Cape Town, South Africa.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, okay. So it's, hold up. Let me replay that again.
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Working away, focused on your case. And I know we just met the other day, but I just actually wanted to spend this time to recap everything that we found so far. I do want to reveal to you that the real person, the real man in the photos, his name is Chico Salgado. So this person that you're talking to, this profile, has just stolen the images from Chico, right? So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, well, that's nice to know. At least that, I know what he looks like, at least.
Yeah.
Although, like you said, it's just stolen images. Who knows what the real person looks like?
Exactly. That's why we want to keep pursuing your investigation, because we want to see if we can find out who's behind this.
Right,
And
right.
we did perform the IP tracker link with your assistance, and we can confirm for sure, without a doubt, that this person is located in Cape Town, South Africa.
Cape Town, South Africa. Gee, why am I not surprised? Most common denominator for all scams.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. Normally it would be Lagos, Nigeria, but at the same time, I feel like, yeah, I mean, in this episode, I would have at least thought, I would have assumed it was going to be Lagos, Nigeria, but I guess I was wrong. It's Cape Town, South Africa. Who knew?
The next thing I need to share with you is we found that the majority of the funds was going to two main recipients, Min and Forbesco. So Min was receiving $400,000 of your money, and Forbesco was receiving the other $400,000. And at this point, it's my speculation that Min is associated with Forbesco because they share the same last three bank account numbers. And so this totals $800,000 that Min and her company had received of your funds. So this is something that we're going to dig a little bit deeper into. So we want to travel, knock on her door, see if we can get some answers, and see if she'll open up to us and explain this whole situation. We don't know everything, but we want to figure out why she was receiving the funds.
I'm curious, who is Maine? I am very curious of who Maine is.
And where did the funds go? And it also just so happens that she lives in Irvine, California, which is about an hour away. So that works out for us and our team.
See, he keeps telling me that there's some kind of company behind him that he has to keep answering to. So whenever, I was going to send him money and everything, he would have to send me the bank account of wherever I was going to send it to, and he would have to get it from this so-called company.
Okay, that's interesting. That's good to know. At the end of all of this, I want you to walk away knowing that this was 100% a scam. We now have some work to do. We need to visit these people, specifically Min and Irvine, get some answers, and then we'll regroup and we'll let you know what we found.
Fantastic. Okay, thanks so much.
We're glad Joyce now has the truth about this James profile and was ready to put that relationship behind her. We still had a lot left to do here in Irvine regarding this huge sum of money being sent to a woman named Min. David, Brianne, and Connor hit the road to see what we could uncover and get Joyce some answers on where her money was being sent.
So we're here in Irvine, California. We have a lady named Min that received about $1 million, right?
About 800K, because she received 400 and that company, Forceco, received 400.
But we think they're the same person.
We do, yeah.
All right.
We're just not 100% sure.
So we're here because we think they're the same person based on bank account, the last 4 of the bank account numbers. They live 10 minutes from this location, but this is the exact same bank that received the funds. They received over $800,000. So we got to figure out what's going on. It's going to be interesting talking to Min. I hope she hasn't lost any funds, but I mean, think about this. This is a big time scammer. Even if he just got the $2.4 million, it's one of the biggest cases we've ever seen, and doing this for 11 years, and we don't even know if this is the end of it.
Yeah, and hopefully Min opens up to us.
I think we're pretty good at
I think you're good at it.
Right, we'll see what we can do. And so this is Min here. We know that she has a few addresses. They're all, most in Irvine. We pulled some information. So this is the main house that we're gonna go to right now. It's 10 minutes from us. This is what the house looks like. So we'll find a place to park. It looks like the sidewalk is small, so I don't know how good the parking's gonna be, but when we get there, we'll just case it out and then see. All right, so this is the first address, and then from there, we have another address.
Do you want me to look that one up too on the maps?
So we had 2 addresses here in Irvine connected to Min. The team hit the road to visit the first one and see what we could dig up about the $800,000 that Joyce had sent.
Oh, dude, they're like parked right in front of the door.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go in front of this white car.
It looks like somebody's home though, which is good. So Min, just so she got 220 plus 280, so we're talking $500,000 plus 90 and 70 plus another 150. So 710, 810,000, 874,000. So we know she got 874,000, and she probably got, because there's these transactions right here. So
it is close to $1 million.
So she got,
if she owns Forceco, if she has any access to the Forceco.
actually, it's $1 million because there's another 70 right here. Dude. All right.
Yep, that's why we're here. All right.
This gets me going.
It's pretty wild.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, we're looking for Min.
I'm sorry?
We're looking for Min.
You have the wrong address.
What about Jennifer?
Is Jennifer here?
I'm sorry, who are you?
My name is David with Social Catfish. If you could just give us 2 minutes, like I'm not trying to bug you or waste your time, but like it's $1 million. It's a lot of money.
It's a very serious situation.
I am so uncomfortable even receiving any of this information, to be honest. I have no clue who you're talking about. This does sound serious, but it has nothing to do with us. And
Do you have the name of the landlord?
yes, but I'm not willing to share personal information with you. I don't know who you are.
Okay, so you're renting. Okay.
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 So she is renting.
All right. Okay. Can we leave our card with you? Is that okay? And would you mind passing it along to the landlord? Is that okay?
I mean, I guess I could put it. Oh, we'll put it under the mat. Like she knew, dude. She knew, and she's pissed and she's upset, and it's like.
She's obviously not. She is obviously not telling something. She was sitting there acting like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Girl, you know exactly what they are talking about. Like, why are you trying to sit there and pretend like you don't know what's going on? Like, come on."
And I get it. Like you have like 2 people coming to your door.
Doesn't matter. It's $1 million, dude. Like.
No, I get it.
Like-
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't know.
So she might be living here. Who knows? But like 100%, like we pulled up the deeds. She owns that property. Even when we called out the homeowner, like that's why it's so important to do these investigations and to pull up the data, because when they try to lie to you or like cover their tracks, you're like, no, like here's exactly why I know.
There's proof.
Yeah, here's proof.
We ran this address and we know exactly who owns the property.
Yeah,
100%.
so like if you say you don't know who Minch is, you're renting, and you're either renting from Jennifer or you're renting from Minch. Thing is though, is like when I ran that address, it didn't show renters. So unless they're like recently renting it out, it has to be Jennifer.
Them. It might be. I have a feeling it might be. Like
Yeah.
the second you said Jennifer, it did something.
She
to her.
froze,
She
right?
snapped, Yeah.
Yeah, she got really quiet.
Uh-huh. She up to no good. That's why. She is up to no good. She obviously knows something and she's not telling anybody. That's what's up. I almost guarantee you that she knows something about it and she's not saying anything.
We didn't know exactly who was behind the door, but we felt like they might have known more than they let on. We knew for sure that Min was an owner of.
Oh, look at that. No one's even been here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, something tells me there's like nobody in that house. If she's saying that there is cobwebs over there, then that's gotta mean something.
There's no way.
The residence seemed empty yet again, so David and Brienne asked the neighbors outside if they had seen anyone living there.
Yeah, I've seen them like clear out their garage and stuff. So I thought maybe they're putting the house on the market, but
Oh, like somebody's moving out or something?
yeah, it looks like that.
Okay. How long ago was that, do you know?
They?
Yeah.
No, I feel like a couple of years or a few years.
We also checked in with the other neighbor with similar results.
Do you know who lives next door? Minch, does she live next door? No. No one lives there?
No.
So, what do we got? We have one neighbor here that says she saw them cleaning stuff out, but that was like years ago. There's another neighbor that doesn't speak English, so I had to translate through Mandarin, Google Translate. And she said that she's been here for more than half a year and that she never met anyone next door. She's never seen anyone next door.
Our chances of finding answers were fading after we tried to call Min with no pickup. All hope seemed lost. But we found a phone number for Min's daughter, Jennifer. As a final Hail Mary, we gave her a call.
Hello?
Hi, Jennifer?
Yeah, may I ask who's calling?
Yeah, this is David McClellan with socialcatfish.com. I'm actually calling about something pretty serious. Do you have a couple minutes to chat?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Oh, okay, so we are working with somebody who lost $2.7 million in an online romance scam. Of the $2.7 million, Min had received at least $800,000. We think she had received 1.1 million of it.
She has already filed this with the fraud department and called the police to report it. Somebody apparently stole her social. So, well, it's better if you can talk to the police directly because she has already filed it.
So the thing is she's received the funds. So, I mean, I understand if somebody...
No, she didn't. So I'm her advisor. I have access to her account. So, well, you can't say anything, but maybe go through the court or go through the police officer since she has already reported her social was lost and stolen. So if you're investigating, you should probably know this.
Well, so can you just give me just a couple minutes? Like, I understand a stranger's calling you.
I don't know you, so I don't feel comfortable talking about this. So maybe, yeah, go through the police officer. That would be the great option. Okay, we already filed the fraud regarding this case. Because IRS send us a bill for that amount, and it's better just go through the police department to file this. As I mentioned, it's she never received the fund. It's already reported to the police and even to IRS already.
But she did. So we have we have proof. We have wire transfers showing she received the funds. So we know for sure.
If you could please bring that to the police officer, because I wish if she has received that money, then I wouldn't have to work anymore. Okay, I really wish we received it.
But I mean, I have all the proof, and so I mean, I can send it to you.
If you have the proof, it would be great if you could please provide it to the.
But that's what we're trying to figure out, Jennifer. So the thing is the money went somewhere. What happened is she most likely forwarded it to somebody else. That's what actually we're after. The thing is, what we do, Jennifer, is so we take this information.
She's not stupid. If she received it, we'll keep it, okay? But we didn't. Feel free. I would love to see those evidence, or if you could, please bring it to the court, because it's so hard for us even to file the fraud case with IRS, because IRS.
But that's what we do, Jennifer. Like, we're here to help you out. Like, that's what we do. Like,
I can give you an email address. Would you mind send me the information if you want me to help to work with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. But I need to understand a little bit more, like the things that you do and who you are, your true identity. So I do know social catfish that you just called from a random number. I have no idea who you are. All I can do is to give you an email address, and then maybe we can go from there.
Jennifer was understandably standoffish, but after we had sent her an email explaining who we were, we got a call back a few minutes later.
Okay, so what does this have to do with her though? So you said she wired funds to somebody else, or somebody else wired funds?
So we're doing this for a woman by the name of Joyce. Joyce lost $2.7 million. She had been sending money to multiple people, and one of the people she sent it to was Min. She sent closer to $1 million once we added up all the funds. And Joyce had never received the funds back once she sent them to your mom. So we don't know.
Why would you send money to my mom?
so Joyce was dating somebody online, and this person said they needed these funds, and so Joyce had wire transferred the money to your mom's account.
So Joyce was online dating. He said she got scammed by somebody and instructed her to wire the funds to my mom.
Yeah,
Yes.
to your mom. And your mom,
Which means that your mom was most likely talking to someone else.
your mom had
Yes.
to have sent the money to somebody else from there, and so that's actually what we want to find out. So if your mom can like, if that's really the main piece of information we need, because from there what we can do is we can try to track the scammer down. And because she must have put the money into like a Bitcoin ATM machine, or she must
Yeah,
have,
she did. She has helped somebody to do a Bitcoin transaction earlier. She doesn't know how. She asked me, but I have no idea if that's the case. So anyway, I have to talk to her first.
so she must have been part of an investment scam then, not dating. Okay, and so what probably happened is she was talking to somebody online. They set up this investment account, and then they had her start sending money. They may have even said, Jennifer, that
Wait, well, this is the thing. Well, why would somebody send her money and then?
because it makes her think that it's real. So if I have an investment company and I'm like, hey Jennifer, put in $500, you put in $500, I'm like, oh, you made $500, here's $500 back. Now you trust me, right? Because now
Got it. Okay.
and then
Yeah, David, I feel really uncomfortable with the situation right now. So let me talk to her, okay? And then I can try to get back to you. And after that, I'm happy to help. And I really think we should catch the bad guy. She will be back actually by the end of this month. So if you contact her at the beginning of next month, she should be available.
sounds good. If you could see what's going on, and then I mean when she gets back into town, let's meet. But if there's anything you could find out between now and then, we think your mom was a victim.
Thank you so much for reaching out. Thanks for your effort.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great night.
Jesus Christ, man, that's a lot. Like, that is a lot. Jeez. That, like, dude, that has to be, like, that would have... I have no words to describe what that's, like, dude, that's crazy. All that effort. Just, damn, dude. You know, part of me kind of wish that I was an investigator. I'm serious.
That's crazy. See, we always put the together. We put the story together. We always do it. You ain't gonna get away from social catfish.
I could tell that David is getting pissed.
Irvine was an overall success. With the help of Min's daughter Jennifer, she sent over some important information, and we were able to contact Min when she got back from China to try to get some concrete answers. However, she requested to be blurred to protect her identity in this case.
I am going to be very straightforward and upfront with you. We are recording this, but we can work with you on that. I know you don't want to be featured. This is a huge case that we're working on, and so we're documenting everything because we do want to see how we can find recourse for the money that everyone has lost, and we would also like to present this with law enforcement at the end of it. So we want to help you out, we want to help Joyce out, and in order to do that, we document everything.
Yeah, I don't want to the deeply involved because I don't know the ladies, right? If FBI come to me, I can show FBI. She deposits the check, right? I just thought I help her to invite something, you know.
Right.
And so I really don't know nothing, really.
So Joyce, she doesn't know you either. She just knows that she was told by the person she was talking to online to send you money. But she didn't just send you money. She sent 4 other people money. And she was told to send the money for different reasons. What we wanted to do is sit down with you and see how there's a connection between the person she's talking to online and the person you were talking to online, which was Benjamin, correct?
Yes.
And so Benjamin, what you mentioned before, this was an investment relationship.
Oh, I just, we got a date.
Oh, okay. And so were you guys boyfriend and girlfriend?
Not real because we never met. We just date online. We just talk like a video. We talk you talk me, just like that.
Yeah. Okay. And then
because I spend a lot of time in China, I don't have time, you know. And he invited me to visit him 2 times. I'm really out of town. I cannot make it.
So I have access to online research tools to confirm who Benjamin is, to see what's really going on here. And so when I looked at his phone number, I wasn't able to find any social media accounts or any contact information that would connect Benjamin to that phone number. But I did take the images and I ran them through our reverse image search, and I found who Benjamin really is, or what I should say is the person in the picture. You can see here, these are 2 twin brothers, Gustavo, Flavio.
Yeah, I know them.
These guys have nothing to do with it. They don't know who you are. They were celebrities, but now they sell luxury properties. And so they're successful people and they have nothing to do with this. So the thing is now we're trying to get down to what's going on here, because both you and Joyce are talking to people online pretending to be someone that they're not. Joyce was told to send you money. You were told to receive the money. So now we're trying to figure out what's going on here. So we did an investigation for Joyce already. This is our belief, right? So either the person pretending to be Benjamin and Pedro is either the same person or they're working together.
But I know Benjamin is here because he invited me to the Houston. He gave me the address, the flight, what is the flight, which airport.
Even though he told you he would buy you a ticket, this doesn't mean he's real. You're dealing with scammers. So he's not real.
I know he's not real. That's why I break up him. I found the pictures.
Exactly. This person used you. And guess what? Now your name is tied into all of this. And so what I'm trying to tell you is I want to help clear your name, because right now the money went from Joyce to you and it stopped. That's all we have on our end. It shows your name for Besco LLC. It has your name that received the funds.
I have all the bank statement. I transfer all her money to my crypto account and I send out. I have all the statement. If FBI come to show them statement here. Here you go. Right? I keep nothing. I don't keep any pennies.
The reason why I'm
and also I ask her, so I help her the money. She have to write down repayment. I don't owe her anything.
If we can show that this person has been doing all these things, using you, using Joyce, using all these other people, we want them to answer for these actions.
I'm so sorry. I feel sorry to her, right? And I'm thank you for you to help her out, and you are in this business, right? But I'm not in this business. Plus, Benjamin know my daughter, where she live, right? And so I need to protect my family first.
That's why I'm saying in order.
I need to protect my family first. I need I need to figure out how dangerous for me, for my daughters, right? And then I can talk to you. I'm so open. I have everything record. Trust me, I keep nothing.
I believe you. I know that you didn't. You were told to accept something from someone you thought you knew. And in order to clear your name, we have to be able to look at the transactions in the cryptocurrency, which takes a long time, by the way. I can only imagine how long it will take me to look into transactions for $800,000.
Well, who knows? Maybe not real. Who knows?
As the call with Min came to a close, it appears she might not be as helpful as we hoped. But we felt it was time for Brianne and Connor to speak with Joyce and fill her in on the additional information we have been able to uncover in Irvine.
How are you guys doing?
Good. You look great. How are all the animals?
They're all good. We even added some babies and a mama.
No way.
There's no room for that, Joyce.
Yeah.
You bet there's no room for that.
So we wanted to take this time to just regroup with you, give you a recap of everything.
So Joyce, yeah, we obviously we had some of those addresses from Irvine, right? I feel you're familiar with that from those Irvine addresses.
Yeah, right.
So we found a couple and we went to those houses, right, unannounced, and just knocked on the door. And in actually both, we were unsuccessful at finding somebody who even lived there. We talked to the neighbors and they hadn't been able to, they didn't see anyone. So it was a little bit tricky of a situation. So we're kind of playing cat and mouse a little bit, just running around trying to track these people down and figure out where they actually live. However, during that whole period, right, we were able to get in touch with Min's daughter. Her name is Jennifer. So we were able to find her number. And at the start, to say it lightly, she didn't want to talk to us at all.
I bet.
However, she called back and we have been working a little bit with Jennifer. She was able to get us in touch with Min.
Hey.
Yes, which is great. She confirmed that she was also talking to someone online. And the person that she was talking to, his name was Benjamin. And Benjamin had asked her to receive funds from you and deposit into a cryptocurrency wallet address. So at this point, we are working with Min to see if she trusts us enough to help find additional answers for both you and Min, because now Min is in a situation with the IRS and she has to pay thousands in taxes because of this. We really just need this cryptocurrency wallet to see who's really behind this and take a look at all the transactions.
That's fantastic.
So what are the conversations like with you and James recently?
He's still trying to get $24,000 out of me to pay the captain of the boat that's supposedly going to take him from the oil rig to the shore so that he can come home.
Would you mind, when you get a chance, chatting with him and asking him, how can I send it? Because I can only send it in limited ways right now, and see what he says. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to set him up. So we need to see how he wants you to send the funds, who the funds are going to, and then additionally, when you should be expecting these funds in the mail, who are those funds coming from? If as soon as you're able to share that information with us, we can come up with a plan to see if we can do anything with this information. We want to see if we can try to trap him.
Yeah, I will definitely question him about it some more and see if I can get some more information out of, you know, where it's supposed to go and who's supposed to get it and blah, 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 blah. Definitely.
We're going to keep pursuing other people that had received your funds. This is a big case. There's a lot to do, but we want to make sure that we don't leave any stone unturned, and in order to do that, we're definitely going to have to travel and knock on some more doors.
We do.
Wonderful. I'm so pleased that you're into this and that you're willing to do this. This is so fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's great to see you,
Yeah,
Joyce, and I hope to talk to you soon.
Ooh, part two. Okay. Being one of our biggest cases ever, we wanted to treat you as We wanted to treat you as such. So the story doesn't end here. We will continue researching and knocking on doors to figure out more about where Joyce's money was sent and give her closure. Stay tuned for part 2, and thank you for watching. Oh, so it looks like this whole case is not done yet. Interesting. Damn, dude, that's a lot. As they say, be careful who you go to business with. That's real. When it comes to business, you really gotta be careful who you're... Excuse me. Sorry for the bad cough. When it comes to business, you really gotta figure out who you're putting your money, where you're putting your money, or who you're investing into. Those are one of the most important things. And I'll say it again. Be careful who you go to business with.
Seekers, it's almost time for our week.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for the video. That is a very big case. And as for Joyce, I kind of feel sorry for her. I really do. Her husband made so much money being an accountant, and all of that has just been gone to waste. All that money has been taken away. And 9 times out of 10, she probably ain't gonna get it back. Who knows? We'll just have to stay tuned for part 2. Who knows? I feel bad for her, man. I do. I feel bad for her. I feel bad that her husband is not around to help her with that shit. I do. I feel bad. I really do. Nobody should have, no innocent person should have, I'm trying to say this as best as I can. No innocent person should be scammed for $2.5 million. That's a lot of hard-earned money right there. That's been months and more months, hell, years even, of money that they have been working on. That's a lot. But I'm going to close this video. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more scamfish, social catfish commentary, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later, and remember, watch out for scammers. Bye!